Good Monday morning. It's Motivation Monday with Stepdad here. I just got back from my run and I want to talk about it a little bit. Taking care of yourself physically is more than just exercising. In boot camp and on videos, I encourage you to set up an exercise routine and to stick to it. But taking care of yourself is more than just physical exercise. There's a lot of benefits that come from physical exercise, both from strength training or strength exercises and from cardio or aerobic exercises. My default pattern is to do strength exercises 3 days a week, and on the alternate days doing a run. If I can, if the weather's bad, I'll do the elliptical. And so I do aerobic strength on one day, aerobic strength, aerobic strength, aerobic, and I do take 1 day off each week. So that's my pattern. And if that works for you and you're not doing something, then I encourage you to start that. And there's a lot of benefits from doing that. And there's other videos I've made that show my stepdad's morning routine, so you can check that out if you want the details of it. But taking care of yourself physically is more than just physical exercises. Wow, sweat in the eye stings. All right, a couple of thoughts about this. First of all, if you're not doing any exercises, then just start. You don't have to go from 0 to Arnold Schwarzenegger in a week. It's not gonna happen. But if you never start, you're never gonna make any progress. So just start. Quick story about that. My son, Wesley, started running. He got an app, I think it was Couch to 5K or something like that, and he started running. I didn't run at the time. I don't know if I was even exercising back then. But he finally talked me into going with him running. I thought, okay, so I went with him, and he had his app, and it would start, it would tell you when to run, and then stop and walk, and then run some more and stop and walk. And so we started, and we had just run, I don't know, 100, maybe 200 yards, and I hated to admit it, Wes, I gotta stop. And he said, okay. He is one of the most loving guys in the world, and he was certainly very supportive then. But he said, he said, okay, we'll walk. And so we walked for a little while. I thought, okay, I think I can run some more. And we ran a little ways, and I think, oh man, this is killing me. And, but you're embarrassed and you don't want to stop, and I don't want to slow him down. But eventually I said, I gotta stop again. Okay. And we walked. So we ran a little bit and then walked, and then ran a little bit and then walked. Now he could have run the whole thing, but he was helping me. Right? So, but guess what? Now I can run a 5K, and I do stop in the middle to catch my breath, but I've run them many times without stopping at all. So if you just start wherever you're at, you're going to make progress if you do it, and then do it again, and then do it again, and then do it again. So just start. Now, some of the other aspects of taking care of yourself physically are beyond the exercise. Sleep. Sleep is arguably more important than exercise. So for you older men and young men that are skipping out on sleep to try to be more productive, you're actually undermining your own effort. You need enough sleep. Most experts will say 7.5 hours minimum to 8 hours. The app I use that tracks mine says 6 to 10. My own experience has been that if I get at least 7.5 to 8 hours of sleep each night, I feel tons better for the day ahead. Otherwise, you're kind of running on low and empty most of the day, and even though you think you're being more productive, you're not. Now, for you younger men, you may actually need a little bit more, but your challenge is probably going to be patterns. You sleep in the afternoon and stay up at night, or get up early for school and then sleep till 10 on the weekend. And those aren't good practices for sleep. Your body needs to sleep, so make sure you get enough sleep. And the last area is nutrition. In Stepdad's boot camp this week, we went over these things because this was the week of physical preparedness, or the physical milestone, taking care of yourself physically. And one of the exercises is take a list of fruits and vegetables, go down the list and check off the ones you like, go ahead and check off the ones you don't like, and then if there's some that you haven't checked off, go get some, test them, and see if you like them or not. Half of what you eat should be fruits and vegetables. And if you're like me, that's usually not the pattern. There's a lot more carbohydrates and protein. And those are okay too, but half of what you eat should be fruits and vegetables. So get some fruits and vegetables into your diet, and probably more than you're having. All right? Always remember, you do have a dad that loves you. And you can still succeed even if your dad's not in your daily life. If you're not doing these things, then just start, and I'll see you on the next video.